It's really nice to have you back, Shadia. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I mean, it's been such a journey because we were in touch and your aunt brought us together and through the home purchase that you did and all of all these
I
exciting
know
things, huh?
all of these exciting things been, definitely a journey.
It really is. And I literally, there's the God connection. Just something happened a few minutes ago.
Yes,
And
sure.
you're in nursing and you were there for one of the producers who was here, Evelyn, at our Salem radio stations. You guys connected, and she was like, she took care of my mom. You took care of.
I did when I
Oh,
did direct care. It's interesting that now I still am in some way involved, even if it's not directly.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it just like touched my heart because I was like, we
Mhm.
all said, oh, there's like, it's God connection. Like, God was like smiling and
Absolutely
put everyone
interesting. I
together.
know.
So you do this wonderful work because, health and wellness is primary and affects also with when your finances aren't in sync.
Mhm.
How you sleep or don't sleep, how your mental
Right.
health is, how your relationships are,
Right.
and the process that, and we're grateful as a family-owned business because the friendships that we gain,
Mhm.
and the fact that you came to us when you were looking at a mortgage and getting that done, and
Yes.
then your kindness came into this whole other area where we're doing it's financial literacy month.
Yes, I know.
We're doing a workshop, like a financial seminar based on
Yes.
people that have you you brought together, you and
Yeah, Linda.
mm,
Absolutely. Because I think it's interesting, for people to have that knowledge, especially at an earlier age in life. The things I know now, I wish I knew earlier.
yes,
So this is really interesting. People don't know what they need, until later on. But we get them a little push.
yes, yes.
Definitely, you know, this is definitely important.
It is, and it's just like with even with kids, like knowing that they have a choice. It's
Yes.
not just like the choices stop when you stop asking questions. And when you don't ask questions based on fear or because of the unknown or someone has instilled fear, then you are going to be stuck in that place.
Right. So
Um,
true.
Financially, I think what we've seen just with over the years with everyone who's come on air to share their stories, I think home ownership is an exciting thing, but it can also be
Yeah,
you share your story.
absolutely. For me, home ownership, it's been wonderful. Honestly, I wouldn't change anything. Even if there's been some unexpected things.
Yes.
Just but that's life. That's life. Every day you wake up, you don't know what your day is gonna be like. You might leave your home. You're not quite sure what will happen. We definitely have plans, but we don't know. So I think home ownership is similar to that. And for me, it's been an honor. Having my own home has been really special to me because it's mine. I can do whatever I want with it. I can paint the walls. I'm not renting. I don't have to ask permission. So it's been interesting. So in spite of the the little things that come with home ownership, where something breaks, you have to fix it,
Yes,
and on your own,
absolutely.
it's okay. Because at least whatever I put in is actually going into you know my own home. So I really appreciate that. And most recently, I refinanced, which was
Yes.
good, and I definitely got a lower interest rate, and that was great.
Mm-hmm.
So it was truly a pleasure again working with you guys. Because I know that was in the plan, and I really didn't anticipate that all of this would happen so soon.
Mm-hmm.
I got the home. I really wasn't ready as yet. I just said, well, I'll call because I heard about it. I'm kind of interested, and everything just happened so fast. Got the home that I love, and then here I am, and I already refinanced. So that's awesome.
Well, it's like it's mortgage is good debt, so that's kind of the education part of it that people don't
Mm-hmm.
realize that they may have like no retirement savings, no savings for their kids,
Mm-hmm.
no investments,
Yep.
no emergency fund, but they're like, oh, I got to pay off the mortgage. Well, it doesn't make sense if the mortgage is good debt and the value of your property is going up, interest rates are low on the mortgage,
Mm-hmm.
and you have all this other. If you have credit card debt, if you have car loan, you have the auto like student loan, all of that is negative because
Mm-hmm.
the interest rates are higher.
Right.
So I mean, it's interesting also about like investing. Like people think, oh, I have to like learn about the stock market, and that's like doom and gloom. I don't want to. You don't have to. You can go in like focus on investment funds that are not risky. And you know the return even has been like a $10,000 amount in 4 decades can go up to 450,000, which is you want to generate wealth and stability over a period of time, not like high risk investment. We always talk about fixed rates when it comes to mortgages, buying your home, even with commercial properties. But when you do what you did this time around, you did it so that you could take money out and invest in the future.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, so I could save a little on the mortgage, and I did.
Right.
So,
and that's like it's exciting because all the other stuff where you said I can paint the walls the way I want to.
Right.
It's yours.
Exactly. You know, it's important. Absolutely. I think it brings a sense of joy. It brings a sense of joy when you own your own home. I think a sense of accomplishment as well. You know, and you don't feel as burdened, you know, paying your mortgage because it's yours. You're paying towards something you will eventually own, you know, because one day you will finish, you know, the mortgage, and then that will be your property, you know, versus renting and then you're paying someone else's mortgage. So,
Right.
Yeah.
You're paying someone else's mortgage, and it's like $300 more for rent than a mortgage payment. That's why people are like, oh, I want to buy a second property because I want it to be a rental income that they can collect.
Well, in Massachusetts right now, the rates are so high, rental rates, the rates are comparable to that of the mortgage. So if you're paying $3,000 or even $2,000 or whatever you're paying, you know, you might as well own your own home, you know.
And you know, people have bought, and I'm a big family person, so I think that even when families come together and buy a home together, it's a good thing.
Absolutely.
It's a good thing.
Absolutely, because even in the Boston area, we have a lot of 3 families, and actually, I went to college years ago with a nurse, someone who's a nurse now, and they own their home together. I think it was a 3-family home. The parents owned one level, she owned one level, and her other sister owned the other one.
I love it.
And they were able to save money that way to buy their individual homes, you know, which they, you know, used for business. So they stayed with the family, you know, split the mortgage, and now they each own their own home, and it's paid it off because they were able to save so much, you know.
It's true that's the thing. You can live together, but you can still have your separate space.
Absolutely, because actually right now they sell these as condos now.
I know, and they're also called in-law suites. So there's like this community side of it that I believe it. You also come from that. It's just keeping your family together, and it's also nice because, you know, you want to be connected. It's like faith and family that keep bonds us together, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, your aunt was, I just absolutely love her.
Definitely. She, you know, she's instrumental in every area of my life, including the process with you guys, you know. Yeah. She's the one who, you know, introduced me to listen to the station, and then she's the one who told me about the show, and, you know, she told me about you guys, and I reached out, and it was amazing. And we've been in touch since.
We have a friendship because, like, that's really what... And that's another reason I wanted to thank you, because you are the one who said, okay, well, I have all of these other people that would like to come in and talk a little bit. So we're doing a seminar, and we do that. We do that we do it for churches, we do it for colleges, we do it for, you know, corporations, healthcare facilities. Like Highmark had us come in and speak about this really important part of it, as you know from your nursing background, how it can also affect you financially and emotionally if you're not able to meet those needs. You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's
yeah.
good work you guys are doing.
And you too. Your life-changing work that you're doing.
Thank
I have
you.
to say, it's remarkable. You know, folks, you can always reach us here at 1-800-662-9550. And again, I want to thank all of our listeners. I thank Shadia. I thank her aunt for just believing in us.
Thank you.
It allows us to do more for nonprofits like Special Olympics, Power Forward. That's what we do for the kids. So we want to thank you, Shadia, and again to our listeners. And you can always get on our website, www.mmcmtg.com. Schedule a time to speak with us, and of course 1-800-662-9550. Stay well, folks.